Good.
Awesome.
Well, it's just me and you so far. What are we talking
Okay.
about?
Well, I've got some questions for you.
Okay, let's do it.
Um, oh, will you tell me about how it works for commission with commercial leases?
Yes. Typically, when someone leases it, they your commission would be a percentage of the entire lease payment. So
Okay.
let's say for easy math, they paid $10,000 a year and the lease is for 5 years. So then that would be $50,000 and you would get a percentage of that. So 3%. So
Okay.
hopefully it's bigger than something small like that.
Yeah,
But
I think it's 4,000 a month, and we're still not sure how many years we're going to do it.
yeah. Yeah.
So let's
So
say it's 2 years.
yeah.
4,000 times
So we're nine.
12 times 2. Yeah, 9. Okay. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
not tons.
Almost 3 grand. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay. Got it. Okay. And 3%. Yeah, I think we've already figured that out. Okay, perfect.
Yeah. Yeah. Commercials a lot of fun because people are unemotional about it.
Mm,
It
yeah,
works or it doesn't type of an idea, so it makes it a lot easier. It's not the like this checks all my boxes, but I'm not feeling it type of a
yeah.
space.
Right,
Uh,
right.
so it makes that a little bit easier because it's a lot more logical.
Yeah. Okay, perfect. Question number two.
Okay.
Um, what, how frequently when you list a home, do you do a listing warranty with the listing?
I do it every single time right as I take it.
Okay, okay. I'm just thinking, I mean, I guess it doesn't hurt, but okay, let's say we take the listing in January, we don't put it on the MLS till March. It starts coverage when it goes on the MLS or when you take the
I
listing?
believe so. I believe it's on the MLS. Brittany, do
Okay.
you happen to know?
Anytime I ask about it, they always say it's once it goes live on the MLS.
Perfect. Okay. So it really could be covered. I mean, I'm thinking and hoping this home will be a hot home again in this neighborhood and will be on the market for less than a month. But I don't see any downside. I did call different ones, and just so you know, um, let's see. Okay, Ibex doesn't do listing warranties anymore. And then there was Elevate, I believe I called. They will list it for free, but you have to have your seller sign up for a warranty for the buyer with that coverage.
Hmm.
So, anyways, that was helpful to know. Just, you hate to lock your seller into something. And then Silverback seems like, to me, an easy way to go. They just ask the seller or seller if they want to use it for the buyer warranty, but you don't have to. So it really
Yeah, the
is
easy
easy
button.
that way. Yeah. Okay. Perfect. Um, and then yeah. Okay, so I'm putting together my January newsletter and I'm going to put a little bit about this investment class. Um, I'd love to kind of know I don't want to promise something. I want to just talk about it a little bit. But you have some key points on this flyer. Anything else that I should put in my newsletter about the class that would be accurate so I don't overpromise or underpromise?
Um, so my thoughts, here's my like 2 minute rundown of topics and things that we'll talk about. There is like a quadrant, right? The four little sections of benefits of owning rental properties. And this works for both short, long-term, midterm, all of that. Um, and I want to talk about each of those and then how to maximize some of those. So those four are cash flow, which is what most people think about when they think of rentals. Like all of my costs cost 1,500. I'm renting this for 1,800. Here's $300 to my pocket. So that one's very big. The next one is appreciation. If you own a home, it goes up in value and you don't have to do anything to take a part in that. So that is a huge way to earn money. One is debt reduction. So as you own a property every single month, your tenants technically are making your mortgage payment and you're paying down your loan. So unless you buy your house in cash, this will start to rack up equity. And obviously, the longer you have the loan, the more you're putting towards principal rather than interest. So that's a huge piece on getting you more equity. If you do buy it all cash, that's not something that you get, but you get more cash flow. So it kind of makes up for it.
Yeah.
And then the last one is tax advantages.
Okay.
Usually rental properties on paper, like to the government, look like they lose money, where in reality, you are probably putting money in your pocket. And
Okay.
so you have depreciation, mortgage interest, those types of things. They are tax deductible. So you actually end up saving money on your taxes by owning rental properties.
Great.
And then there's a
Okay.
whole bunch of other benefits, right? Like if you ever need more cash, you can always do a cash out refinance on that, and all of the money that you get is not taxable because it is a loan. And so I think this is how rich people do things, right? Elon Musk, it's not like he gets a bunch of money from everything that he's doing, but he owns ownership and stock in all of these different companies, and he can borrow against that. And so he can get money anytime he needs to go buy Twitter or whatever he wants to do because he owns stock. You can kind of do that same thing. You own a bunch of properties, you can go to a bank and say, hey, give me a loan. Here's some properties as collateral, and they'll give you money, which is not taxed when you take it out. So super,
Okay.
super easy to get money. And then you can always swap properties, 1031 exchange type of an idea.
Okay. Are
So
you going to talk about that if I
I think
or
we'll
no?
touch on the concept
Okay.
of it,
Yeah.
but probably won't go too deep because this is more like how to get the properties. And then
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
like a lot of people have heard Rich Dad, Poor Dad. He says, three greenhouses, one red hotel. That's his whole strategy for getting wealthy, which
Mm.
means buy small little houses like Monopoly. Once you get four of them, you sell and trade them up for one big red hotel, or you go to a bigger property. So you go from um, little tiny houses with a little bit of equity to switching all of that to one big property, like multifamily, commercial, um, a hotel, actually, whatever you want to do, and those make a lot more money,
Yeah.
or
Cool.
usually a lot less headache. So
Yeah.
trade.
Okay. That's perfect. Thank
So,
you.
and then we are meeting tomorrow at 12:30 ish, 12:40, because we're gonna drag our feet for Cali and go over kind of different sections and what everyone can do and build this out. So get ready for that tomorrow.
Great.
What other questions do you guys have?
I have a question.
Yes.
Trying to recall what my question is. Oh, so I got an offer on on the condo in Springville.
Sweet.
And the offer is contingent on the sale of a property.
Okay.
And it's and they put that they need a loan for like the whole amount other than the earnest money. And I was wondering, is that what should show in that line? Like, or I don't know, I was just kind of curious, like loan qualification, if they're going to be able to get a loan or if they like, can I ask about that?
Yeah, I would ask and double check. Typically agents are the worst about this section of the Rep C. How much down payment, how much earnest money, how much loan, because they might not know, right? It could be like, it depends on what they sell their house for, if they're going to do 5 or 10% down. Like that could be a real thing. And so they just didn't put real numbers in there. So I just call the agent and say, hey, I just want to double check. It looks like you're doing 100% financing with how you wrote it in here. Like, tell me more. Like, are you actually gonna put more down? What does this look like? And then I would ask them a handful of questions about the house. And
The one they're
then,
selling.
yep.
Okay.
Because if it's like, oh yeah, it's junky and we're gonna list it as high as humanly possible because we need to get every dollar out of it to qualify for this house, then it's probably not going to be great. Then even after that, you can do a time clause. If you've heard of these, this is where it says active TC. So this means that you have an accepted offer, but they have some sort of contingency. Most times it's they have to sell a house. And so you would be able to keep it on the market, keep showing it and everything until either they remove the contingency or you do. You would remove the contingency by receiving another offer and then forcing them to remove that contingency or cancel and take this other offer. Or if they get their home under contract, then they would remove that contingency and be like completely under contract. So I would suggest do that. It's an active time clause addendum. Is that what it's called, Brittany? Something like that.
I honestly can't remember. I don't think I've used that one at least in a while. I'd
Yeah.
have to look at it.
Yeah, but then you can keep marketing the property, which is helpful because if their home does not sell quickly, then you are still getting showings and things like that. It's kind of the best of both worlds.
Okay. I'll look for that and probably have a lot of questions later.
Yeah. Sale contingency? I feel like it has contingency in the name. So yeah, look that up. But you would counter their offer with that. Oh, look at this. Ritz even just threw in a YouTube video for active time clauses. So uh yeah, I don't think it's updated. So
Okay. Well, I'll look at it anyway and just familiarize myself with it before I do anything.
cool. Cool. Okay, well, today we have a treat for Ignite. It is me. So if you want to hear more of me, come to Ignite today at 9:30. Um, and then that's all we have going on today. Tomorrow team meeting should be awesome here at the start of the year. So definitely make it in at 11:30. And then if you want to be part of the investment teaching or just want to hear what we're planning on and come spy in on that, 12:30 tomorrow. So
Hey
hopefully
Cam,
see you guys soon. Ritz,
Cam,
what's up? Yep.
yes, we still have our Scott Leroy marketing class for today at 11 a.m. If we could still have that, or if anyone can hop on Ignite, then you could go on Zoom for SLM class. And then if you're curious about anything about MLS, there's also a class about the MLS where you could like book your appointment from 1 to 4 p.m. on whatever topic you would like to discuss about MLS.
Ooh, that is awesome. Oh, and then today's or this week's DTD2 is B and E. So B as in boy, E as in Edward. I don't know. I have an Edwards. I couldn't think of a B last name. Bird? I know some
Oh, last
birds.
Cam,
Yeah.
just would like to plug in our career night as well. It's gonna happen this Wednesday at 5:30 p.m. So if you have any friends or anyone that's interested in real estate, it's a good thing to invite them to grow your profit share tree as well.
Yes. Thanks for the reminder. Okay. Got a lot going on this week. Get out there, make some phone calls, and we'll see you in some of these trainings. Thanks, guys.
Thank you, guys.